So firstly, we'll take questions from maxima minima of one variable function. Then we'll take questions from Rolle's theorem, mean value theorem, and so on. Okay, Dinesh. Okay. ठीक है. So I think now I have to start my class. So let's start. Huh? So so first question is on your screen. Okay. So here I am having a trigonometric function where x lies between 0 to 2 pi. Then which of the following is or are true पूछा गया. ठीक है. Okay. So here we need to find the local maxima or local minima in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So as I have told you earlier in our classes, whenever I have a trigonometric function and we want to find point of maxima or minima, then we need to we have to apply higher order derivative test instead of first order derivative test. Correct now? Okay. To check the maxima minima. Chalo. So let's solve this problem. So f of x is this function and local maxima minima we have to identify. So let's compute the first derivative. So here f dash x is equal to what? I am keeping 1 plus sin x as it is and differentiating the cos. Cos derivative is minus of sin x. Now I am keeping cos of x as it is and differentiating this. So this will give me just simply cos of x. So over and all I am getting minus of sin x minus of sin square x and plus of cos square x. ठीक है. So for the critical point I need to take first derivative is equal to 0. So this will give me what? This will give me sin square x plus of sin x minus of cos square x is equal to 0. So as I'm having here linear term in sin, so I'll change this cos by sin. ठीक है. So I will put here 1 minus sin square x is equal to 0. So I just have here 2 sin square x plus of sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. So as I am getting here quadratic equation in sin x, so I can use the quadratic formula. So sin x is equal to what? Minus ka b plus minus the square root of b square minus minus will become plus 4ac, that is 8 divided by twice that is 4. So I'm having here minus 1 plus 4 minus 3 divided by 4. So this implies that sin x is equal to, if I'm taking the minus value, so minus 4 upon 4 will give me minus ka 1. If I'm taking plus, so 2 by 4, that is I getting here 1 by 2. Okay. So sin x. So we are having here that sin x is equal to minus ka 1 or sin x is equal to 1 by 2. So and here I want to find the values of x from between 0 to 2 pi. So this will give me x is equal to 3 pi by 2. And from here I will get x is equal to pi by 6 and pi minus pi by 6, that is 5 pi by 6. So I am having here 3 critical points between 0 to 2 pi. So we are having here 3 critical points. So now we need to identify which critical point is a point of maxima and which one is a point of minima. As I have told you earlier, no need to apply here first order derivative test. See, how will you apply the first order derivative test? Because this point is nothing but 30 degree. ठीक है. और यहाँ पर मेरा जो x है वो लाई कर रहा है 0 से 2 pi, that is 0 to 360 degree. ठीक है. I know the value of trigonometric function at 0, but 0 not in my interval. Then I know the values of trigonometric function at 30 degree. But between 0 to 30 degree, there are infinitely many theta's values, but उन पर हमें trigonometric functions की value नहीं पता है. We don't know the values of trigonometric functions whenever my theta lies between 0 to 30 degree. Getting my point? So that's why. So already मैंने आप लोगों को बता दिया था. Whenever I have trigonometric function और maxima minima निकालना है, तो always try to apply higher order derivative test. Higher order derivative test. Clear है? बता चुकी हूँ. चलिए, okay. So let's compute here second derivative f dash x, f double dash x. So second derivative will give me what? It is my first derivative. ठीक है? It is my first derivative, not this, because here I am equating it to 0 and taking negative right in the right hand side. So it is not my first derivative. ठीक है? It is my first derivative. So please ध्यान देना. It is my first derivative. So I am taking the second derivative. So this will give me minus of cos x minus of 2 sin x and cos of x. ठीक है? Minus of cos x minus of 2 sin x cos x and plus this will give me minus of 2 cos of x into sin x. ठीक है? चलिए, so I am getting minus of cos of x and minus of I can write it as sine of twice x. Correct ना? सही है? Wait. Sine 2x, in fact, 2 times sine 2x. चलिए, okay. So let's take the second derivative at the point pi by 6. So pi by 6 पे क्या मिलेगा मुझे? I'll have here cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2 minus का twice time sin pi by 3 I'll have. Sin pi by 3 is square root of 3 by 2. So this term is negative. So this will implies x is equal to pi by 6 is a point of local maxima. ठीक है? So go back to options. Local maxima, yes, my option A is correct. Okay, then I have this point. Okay, I don't have this pi by 3, I don't have 3 pi by 4, I don't have, I think 5 pi by 3 is also not our critical point. I have 5 pi by 6, so no need to check at other critical points. Okay, no need to check at 3 pi by 2 and at 5 pi by 6 because these points are not in my options. So only one option is clear. Okay. So always calculations करते टाइम पे observe your all the options carefully. सारे के सारे options को एक बार ध्यान से देख लेना, then accordingly calculation करना. ठीक है? Okay. तो अब I think और दिमाग में आ गया होगा. So our A option is correct. चलिए, let's take another question. Yes, this is a it is an important type question based on definition of local maxima or smallest or greatest value. TKD. So I have f of x defining my like this, and in fact my function defining in the closed interval 0 to 3, defining like this. Okay. And the question is find all the possible values of b such that f of x has the smallest value at the point x is equal to 1. Smallest value, that means minimum value. Getting my point? Correct है? So मैंने आप लोगों को बताया था ये point x is equal to alpha is said to be a point of minima. At this point, function will have its minimum value if for small positive h greater than 0. What I will have f of x is greater than or equal to f at alpha for all x belonging to in this small interval. What? Alpha minus h to alpha plus h. Yes or no? I gave you this definition now for the minima or for the smallest value. Both are same basically. The function's value at alpha will be the smallest one in a small interval. Small neighborhood of point alpha. Yes or no? Please फटाफट से answer दो, respond करो फटाफट से. It is clear or not? I gave you this definition now. Quickly respond. Okay. ठीक है? Okay. Now I am taking C. You can take this, and there is another version also. Instead of this C, this x can be any number in this open interval in the neighborhood, small neighborhood of point alpha, where alpha is what? Going to be point of minima. The smallest value रख रहा है. So instead of x, you can take f at 1 minus h, or you can take f at 1 plus h. Wait. 1 actually I am having here alpha. So alpha minus h or alpha plus h. Getting my point? You can take this, or you can take ki f at alpha is less than equal to f at alpha minus h for small h, or f at alpha is less than equal to f at alpha plus h for small h. You can take this also. And both are equivalent for small positive h greater than 0 such that h moving to 0. Okay, so please make a note. Here, both are equivalent. See, so look at here. Here alpha is equal to what? Here alpha is equal to 1. Okay, so I want f at 1 is less than equal to f at 1 plus h. I can take this where my h tending to 0 because it is a small positive number, or f at 1 is less than equal to f at 1 minus h where h is tending to 0. I can take both. I can take. See, but here I need to find the values of b. I need to find here values of b. So if I am taking this thing, where f at 1 plus h means my argument is greater than 1. Greater than 1 is this. but here I am not having any b. Here I am not having any b. So it is useless. It is useless. So I need to take this. I need to take this. So if I am taking this, so f at 1 will give me -1 less than equal to, I'll have minus ka 1 minus h to the cube and plus it is simply b cube minus ka b square plus ka b minus ka 1 upon b square plus thrice b plus ka 2. So let's just simplify it. 1 plus h cube plus if I am taking the factorization here, okay, so b equal to 1 is the root, so I'm taking 1 b cube b square b and constant, I'm keeping it as it is. I'm applying synthetic division method for the factorization of this cubic equation. Okay, so I'm having here b minus 1 and b square plus 1, and denominator will take the factors b plus 2 and b plus 1. Okay ji? Okay, so now here as h moving to 0, because h is a small number, so it's moving to 0. So when I'm sending my h to 0, this will give me -1 to -1 goes cancel out. So simply I am getting that b minus ka 1 b square plus 1 divided by b plus 2 b plus 1 is greater than equal to 0. Yes or no? As my h moving to 0, so it will be -1 to -1 goes cancel out. So this term is greater than equal to 0. That means I am having this. So I need to find the values of b. For those values, this expression going to be greater than equal to 0. So on number line, b equal to -2, -1 and 1. This term is always positive for every value of b. Chaliye. When I take b less than -2, for example, -3, this is negative, 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 so everything is negative. Between -2 to -1, for example, -3/2. So this will be positive, this will be negative, it will be positive, it will be negative. So I will have +1 and 0 put karne par this is going to be negative and this is going to be positive. So the thing is b belonging to what? -2 to -1 union equal to 0, that is b can be 1 also, 1 to infinity. So the possible values of b are these. So go back to option. So -2 to -1 open interval union 1 to positive infinity. Wait, that is a correction. You guys can easily observe this correction. This couldn't be positive infinity. Na? This couldn't be negative infinity. Yes, they should be positive infinity. Yes. So yes, so my option C would be correct. -2 to -1 open interval union closed 1 to positive infinity. Okay. So this is how you will solve such kind of problems. I think this is clear. If anyone has any doubt, then please you can ask your doubt. Clear? Or any doubt? Okay, that means chalo, okay. Let's take the another question. We have this question. Okay. F of x is mod of x square minus का twice x. अच्छा question वहाँ से भी रह गया था. Okay. अच्छा. Will you guys get the lecture notes, like slides of our previous class? There we were taking questions from limit, continuity and differentiability. Just last class जो हमारी कल क्लास हुई थी, उसके लेक्चर नोट्स मिले आप लोगों को? हाँ जी, did you get or not? Lecture notes, the lecture slides of previous class. Actually वहां पे कुछ क्वेश्चन पेंडिंग रह गए थे. I think 8 to 9 क्वेश्चंस. भाई रेस्पॉन्ड करो, yes or no. अभी तक मिला या नहीं मिला है? No, नहीं मिला है. Shivani saying yes, Pranshu saying no, okay. Jinesh saying no, okay. Actually, in the last PPT, there were some questions. I think 2 to 3 questions, जो कि कुछ important थे. We just got the recorded video. You just got the recorded videos. Okay, okay. ठीक है, okay. I'll take those questions because important थे वो questions भी. चलो, firstly we'll solve these problems, then I'll take questions from those PPTs. चलो, okay. So back to our question. The question is this: f of x is mod of x square minus 2x. X can be any real number. The total possible points of local maximas. Okay. See, I am having this kind of modulus function. Okay. And quadratic expression is inside the modulus. So I can solve it by no, Pratiksha, no beta. C to nahi hai. Local maxima as I'm asking. I'm asking for the local maxima beta. ठीक है, so we can solve it by the algebraic method or we can solve it by the graphical method also, and I think graphical method going to be easy because we can easily draw the graph, correct na? So I'll take the equation without the modulo first, x square minus 2x, and then I'm adding 1 both the side, so this will give me x minus 1 to the whole square is equal to y plus 1, correct hai? That means capital X square is equal to capital Y 4 times 1 by 4. ठीक है, so this is going to be parabola with the vertex at 1 comma minus 1 and axis as x is equal to 1. So yes Pratiksha, critical points के लिए correct है बेटा. चलिए, okay. So vertex is say 1 comma minus 1, this is the vertex, and x is equal to 1. It is the axis of my parabola and A is positive, so it will be going to be open upward, and it is passing through the origin and it will be 3.2. So this kind of graph I will have. This kind of graph I will have for my this parabola. But I want this kind of like, ठीक है? चलिए, I want graph of y is equal to mod of x square minus 2x. Correct ना? I want graph of this. So बताया था ना, नेगेटिव जो भी है वो पॉजिटिव बन जाएगा. So this red going to be the graph of my given function. This red going to be the graph of my given function. Then clearly 0 and 2 and this 1 are the critical points. And x is equal to 1 is the point of local maxima. X is equal to 1 going to be point of local maxima. Correct hai na? So we have only 1 point. A answer is correct. Okay. So whenever you have such kind of problems now related to modulus, and inside the modulus you have quadratic expression. Okay. So you guys can solve it by using the graph, and I think this is going to be the easiest one. क्योंकि quadratic expressions का graph हम लोग easily draw कर सकते हैं, that जो कि क्या रहता है, एक parabola रहता है. ठीक है, चलिए, okay. चलो, let's move to the another question. It is my another question. F of x is this cubic, has extreme value. Extreme means either maxima or minima. So having extreme values at x equal to minus 1 or at x equal to 3. And we need to find the values of ABC. So the given thing is what? यहाँ पर क्या given है? Extreme values. ठीक है, that is x equal to minus 1 or x equal to 3 are the point of maxima or minima, like that. So the given thing f dash at minus 1 is equal to 0 and f dash at 3 is equal to 0. Correct है ना? So if I am taking the derivative is 3x square plus 2ax plus b. So this derivative at minus 1 is 0. That means 3 minus ka twice a plus b is equal to 0. And it is at 3, 0. So I'll have 27 plus 6a plus b is equal to 0. ठीक है जी. So if I subtract both the equations, ठीक है, so minus and minus, b's goes cancel out. From here I am getting minus का 24 and minus का 8 is equal to 0, that is a is equal to 3. So the value of a is 3. Okay, Aniket. Value of a is 3. If my a is equal to 3, then b is equal to what? If a is equal to 3, I am taking a is equal to 3. So b is equal to, एक सेकेंड, अच्छा, a is minus का 3, a is minus का 3, b is minus का 3, then b is equal to minus का 9, b is equal to minus का 9. Okay, as I am having no relation in c, that means c can be any real number. कुछ भी c नहीं मिल रहा, c can be any real number. So minus 3, minus 9, minus 3, minus 9, and c can be any real number. Yes, yes, Aniket, answer c is correct. ठीक है, such kind of problems can be can appear in 1 mark questions. Let's move to another question. We have this problem. Okay, f of x is given by the integral sign, and we need to find here point of local maxima and local minima. So whenever I have such problem, then we have to take the derivative by using Leibniz rule. ठीक है, by using Leibniz rule. So I'll take the derivative by using the Leibniz rule. So f dash x is equal to what? Instead of t, I'll put x square. I hope you all guys know Leibniz rule very well. Leibniz rule पता है सभी को? Correct ना? So f dash is equal to value of integrand at the upper limit. So x square and x square minus का 1 into derivative of upper limit, which is twice x. ठीक है? Minus value of integrand at the lower limit, that is a into a minus 1. And the derivative of lower limit is a constant, so derivative is 0. So I'm just having the first derivative is equal to x square. In fact, twice of x cube and x square minus ka 1. For the critical point, I'll take it 0. So I'm getting x is equal to 0 or x is equal to plus minus 1. So I'm having here 3 critical points. Here 0, here it is minus 1, and here it is plus ka 1. So need to, I'm using here first order derivative test for the local maxima minima. X is less than minus ka 1. Less than minus ka 1, for example, I am putting minus ka 2. So it is negative. Minus 2 put karne par, this will be positive. So I am getting here negative 2. Correct now? ठीक है. Between minus 1 to 0, I am putting supposing minus ka 1 by 2. Minus ka 1 by 2 it is negative. Minus ka 1 by 2 it is negative. So negative will become positive. 1 by 2 it is positive. It is negative. And it is going to be positive. So it is a point of local minima. It is a point of local maxima. And again, this is a point of local minima. So observe the option f as a local maximum at 0 and local minimum at x is equal to 1. So yes, A option is correct. F as a local minimum, no. No. Local maximum, no. So only A option is correct. Yes, because at the 0 function having maximum value. Function having maximum value. And at 1 and minus 1 function having minimum value. So our option A is correct only. Okay. So quickly take the another problem. Okay, I'm having this problem. Okay. So f of x, I'm having cubic expression has a local maximum. Okay. So see. Please read this question carefully. हालांकि यहाँ पर language simple है. This language can be modified as we have done this problem, such kind of problem in class also. See, the thing is what? If f of x is equal to this, has local maximum value 3. At x is equal to minus 2. That means x equal to minus 2 is a critical point. That is x equal to minus 2 is a point of maxima. Such that f at minus 2 will be what? This is the maximum value. And this maximum value is equal to what? 3. Clear? हालांकि यहाँ पर language बहुत easy है. This language can be different. मतलब like कुछ like this such we have taken in our class problem जिसमें था that function having its function attending its extreme value at the point a comma b. At the point a comma b, that means a is the point of your local maxima or minima, but the respective local maximum or minimum value is b. ठीक है, I remember सच मैंने क्लास में लिया हुआ है ऐसा प्रॉब्लम. तो ऑर्डर्ड पेयर की फॉर्म में भी आ सकता है. ठीक है, लैंग्वेज कैन बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑर्डर्ड पेयर, बट यहाँ पे सिंपली है हैज अ लोकल मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 3 at x equal to minus 2. मतलब f at minus 2 is the maximum value and which is equal to 3. So one equation is this, and the another equation will be what? The derivative. Your derivative will be vanished at the point minus 2. because -2 is what critical point. So I am getting two equations. So I think sufficient रहेगी a और b की values को निकालने के लिए. Okay, so यहाँ पर देखो first derivative निकालते हैं. So the first derivative is what? 3ax square plus twice bx plus का 1. चलिए जी. So the thing is f dash at -2 is equal to 0. So this will implies -2. So the 4 12a minus 2 so minus का 4b plus 1 is equal to 0. So moreover I have here 12a minus का 4b is equal to minus का 1. I am calling it a star. ठीक है. Now from the first equation f at -2 that is minus का 8 minus का 8a plus का 4b minus का 8a plus का 4b minus का 2 plus का 1 is equal to 3. Okay, so I am getting here minus of 8a plus of 4b is equal to 4. The thing is I am having here divide by minus का 4, so twice a plus का b is equal to 1. Okay, so betterly I will multiply this equation by 4, so minus of 8a. Achha, okay, no need to take it. Keep it as it is. Keep it as it is. So put this equation here. So I'm having here minus of 8a plus of 4b is equal to 4. I'm calling it double star. So just add them. So when I'm adding, so I'm getting 4a is equal to 3. That is a is equal to 3 by 4. A is equal to 3 by 4. So these two options has been discarded. 3 by 4. Okay. So as my a is 3 by 4. So a को 3 by 4 अगर यहाँ से यहाँ पर पुट कर दिया मैंने minus का 8 3 by 4 plus of 4b is equal to 4. So here so 4b is equal to 10. That is b is equal to 5 by 2. B is equal to 5 by 2. So our option A is correct. Yes, correct, bacha. A option is correct. So read the question properly. This language can be in terms of ordered pair also. This language can be in terms of ordered pair also. Like you may have the language like this function has its extreme value. This function has its extreme value at the point -2, 3. That means x is equal to -2 is a point of मतलब extreme point. ठीक है, ये जो point है वो point of maxima minima and the respective maximum minimum value is 3. ठीक है, तो in terms of ordered pair में भी ये language आ सकती है. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. And I think this question is quite easy. I think you guys can do it. Just apply here. Apply first order derivative test. Yes or no? Quickly respond me, please. Will you do it by yourself? I think this question is quite easy. And there is nothing special. So मुझे बताना रहेगा. ठीक है? So do this question again. Yes, you guys can do it. चलिए next question पे move करते हैं. Okay. See, answer me for this question. Just read this question properly and answer me. It is just a language type question. And concept based, totally concept based question hai. Answer me please. Just read the question properly and then answer me. It is a theory based question, concept based question, no calculation. Aniket, very good Aniket. Khushbu, no beta. Very nice Pratiksha. Very nice. अरे बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है ये तो. प्रांशु, वेरी गुड प्रांशु. यस. f of x is a continuous and differentiable function. Okay Jinesh, okay. f of x is a continuous and differentiable function on this arbitrary interval. ठीक है. And I am considering a C point between A and B. I am considering a C point between A and B. Say it is your number line. Here you have A and here you have B, and say somewhere here you have C. ठीक है? This you have. ठीक है, okay. And the given thing is first derivative is less than equal to 0 in this interval. So in this interval, first derivative is negative or 0. ठीक है? Okay. And in the interval C to B, first derivative is what? Positive. First derivative is what? Positive. Yes, clear है? ठीक है? So at the point C, the sign of derivative changes. The derivative changes its sign from negative to positive. Negative to positive, that means C is a point of local minima. C is a point of local minima. Correct? So if C is a point of local minima, then clearly f at C going to be what? Less than or equal to f at x for all x belonging to a small neighborhood of point C. Small neighborhood of point C. So this is what the question saying. The thing is f of x is what? Greater than or equal to f at C. F of x never going to be less than f at C. तो वही पूछा गया है. F of x is never less than by f at C. A option is correct. See, इतना easy तो क्वेश्चन है. Clear है अभी? We cannot say f of x is less than f at A or f of x is greater than f at B. This we cannot say. ये हम लोग नहीं बोल सकते हैं. But I can say that f of x is always greater than by f at C. This will never going to be less than by f at C. Clear है सभी को? ठीक है, आगे बढ़े. चलिए. Okay. Now we are having this problem. F of x is this. X lies between 0 to 5. The f has local minimum at the points. Local minimum at the points. ये बताना है. ठीक है, same. We'll take the derivative by the Leibniz rule. So f dash x is equal to x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 and x minus 4 into 1 minus 0. I need to take it 0. So this will imply x is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. I am having here 4 critical points. चलिए, identify कौन सा point maxima है, कौन सा point minima है. Aniket, C and D. Okay, very nice. Let's have a look quickly. 1, 2, 3, then 4. Okay. If my x is less than 1, for example 0, so it is negative, all are negative, that means I am having here positive. Okay. Between 1 and 2, for example 3 by 2 मैंने put किया, तो 3 by 2 पे positive and rest are negative, so I will have negative. You guys can easily check positive then negative and it will be positive. So point of local minima. So this is the point of local minima and it is a point of local minima. So there are 2 points. X is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. Yes. Okay? Yes. So at these 2 points, function having its local minimum value. Chaliye. Let's take another question. Yes. This question. Chaliye. So I am having f of x, take a defining on the overall number line. And it's a piecewise function. It is a piecewise function. Which of the following is or are true? It is a MSQ question. जिनेश मैम आपको सर्दी हो गई है, ध्यान रखिए. हाँ जी जिनेश बेटा. चलिए, तो ये हमारे पास क्वेश्चन है. So let's see. We need to check the differentiability only at 0 point. है ना? Because when x is less than 0, function is differentiable. When x is greater than 0, function is differentiable. So at 0 हमें differentiability check करनी है, and here for the differentiability we can use our trick, है ना? We can take the direct derivative and we can check the continuity of f dash, है ना? We can use here result f dash continuity and f differentiability. Correct ना? So f dash will be 1 and here it is twice time x minus 1 if x is less than 0, if x is greater than equal to 0. So clearly f dash is not continuous at 0 because left hand limit will be 1 and right hand limit will be minus 2. So clearly f dash not continuous at x is equal to 0. So this will implies f not differentiable at x is equal to 0. So as my function is not differentiable at x equal to 0, so this will imply x is equal to 0 is a critical point. And also my first derivative vanishes at x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 is also a critical point. So I am having here two critical point, x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. Chaliye, okay. So the thing is, A option is incorrect, B option is also incorrect because this function is clearly unbounded. F has neither a local maxima nor a local minima in R. No, well, I am having here two critical point, namely 0 and 1. When my x is less than 0, derivative is positive. When x lies between 0 to 1, for example, 1 by 2, derivative is negative. When x is okay, strictly greater than 1, derivative is positive. So 0 is a point of local maxima, and while 1 is a point of local minima. Okay, so C option is incorrect, so we have only D option is correct. F is not differentiable at 0, but F has a local maximum at x is equal to 0. Yes, so D option is correct. Yes, Aniket, yes. Okay, so it is a quite kind of function. ठीक है, जहाँ पर हम लोगों ने piecewise function लिया है, that we are taking piecewise function and we have checked the point of maxima and minima. This is how you have to do. ठीक है, पीसवाइज फंक्शन आएगा तभी भी हम क्विकली मैक्सिमा मिनिमा देख पाएंगे. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. ओके, सो प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस जो भी थे वो हमारे मैक्सिमा मिनिमा से. नाउ आई एम टेकिंग क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम आवर थ्योरम्स, रोल्स थ्योरम, मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम एंड सो ऑन. सी now अभी जो क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम रोल्स थ्योरम, मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम और टेलर थ्योरम. ठीक है, चलिए जी. So read this question properly. First of all, f is a function from closed interval 0, 4 to r, be a twice differentiable function. ठीक है. And f at 0, and the given thing is f at 0 is 1, f at 2 is 2, f at 4 is 3. See, okay. Always remember. If you the given thing, you have some function which is continuous, differentiable, and so on. And the thing is, three conditions you have. Three conditions you have, like the value of function at 3 points. इस तरीके से कुछ भी given है. So one function you can easily construct. You can consider a quadratic expression. I'll consider let my function, because there are so many functions satisfying these conditions and also differentiable. ठीक है? So if you pick one functions, तो हम clearly options को discard कर पाएंगे. ठीक है? So if I am considering f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So here a, b, c are three unknowns. So to find out the values of a, b, c, we need only three equations. Three equations हमें sufficiently चाहिए. तो वो यहाँ से मिल जाएगी ना हमें. ठीक है, चलिए. So the given thing, f at 0 is equal to 1, f at 2 is equal to 2, and f at 4 is equal to 3. Pratiksha, okay, very nice. चलो, let's do it quickly. So यहाँ से c is equal to 1 हमें मिल जा रहा है, and from here I am getting 4a plus twice b plus c is equal to 1 is equal to 2, and from here 4 अगर मैंने put किया तो 16a plus of 4b plus c is equal to 1 is equal to 3. So the thing is, ये तो मिल ही चुका, इन दोनों का यूज किया तो यहाँ से मिल जा रहा है 4a plus twice b is equal to 1, and 16a plus 4b is equal to 2. ठीक है, okay. So if I divide this equation by c, चलो कैसे भी करो भाई, इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो तो 8a plus of 4b is equal to twice. So when I subtract, then I have a is equal to 0. So as I am getting a equal to 0, then the value of b is equal to what? B is equal to 1 by 2. So the thing is, my function f of x is nothing but a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1 by 2, x, and c is equal to 1. So I am getting a particular function. I am getting a particular function. Although there are many more functions. There are many more functions. Those are satisfy these conditions. ठीक है, twice differentiable है, and we know every polynomial is infinitely differentiable. Every polynomial is infinitely differentiable. ठीक है, so this function will work. चलो, so let's discard the options. Let's discard the options. चलो, कुछ तो missing है यहाँ पे, कुछ गलती का. I think this should be. There exists x1 belonging to 0 to 2 such that f dash at x1 equal to 1 by 2. So if I am taking f dash is equal to 1 by 2, it is true for all x basically. This is true for all x. First derivative is, just a second. First derivative is 1 by 2 for all x. So yes, A option is correct. B option, there exists x2 in this x. Yes, B option is also correct. Okay, so A and B are, yes, A and B options are correct here. Yes, Aniket, yes, beta. A and B options are correct. C and D, if you take here second derivative is what? Second derivative is 0, which is identically 0. The C option saying second derivative strictly greater than 0 in this interval, second derivative less than 0 in this interval. But I am having here second derivative is identically 0. Identically 0. So C and D need not be true. Clear hai? So this is how you will solve such problems. Clear or not clear? बताइए फटाफट से. ठीक है, चलिए तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. चलिए, okay. Next problem is this. Actually we have some questions from Maxima Minima also यहाँ पर. ठीक है. P of x is given by this. So the thing is, P of x is a polynomial of even degree. You can say P of x is what? Even polynomial. Even polynomial or even function. है ना? Because I am having even power of x. Even power of x. Okay. We have polynomial of a real variable x with all the coefficients are positive and also following in increasing order. Following increasing order. चलिए, okay. So local minima of f पूछा गया है. So let's take the first derivative. So if I am taking the first derivative, then I am getting here. Yes, correct, Aniket. So twice even x plus 4a2 x cube and keep going like that. Twice n x raised to twice n minus 1. So clearly it is what? Odd degree polynomial, है ना? Every term is odd. So I can take here x outside. Then I have here 2a1 plus 4a2x square and keep going like that. Twice n x to the power twice n minus 2. ठीक है? So it is nothing but a what? Even polynomial. Yes, na? As well as positive also. For every value of x. Reason? Because all the coefficients are positive. And I am having here even power of x. So this will never going to be vanished. This term never going to be vanished for positive value of x or negative value of x. Correct? So if you are taking the derivative equal to 0, you have only one critical point, which is x equal to 0. Yes or no? You have only one critical point here. Because this term will never vanish for any value, for any real value of x. Either x take positive or x take negative. Because you have all the coefficients are positive and you have even powers. I have only one critical point. So the thing is, this term is always positive. This term is always positive. Yes, मैं already लिख चुकी हूँ यहाँ पर. ठीक है? So 0, less than 0 negative, greater than 0 you have positive. So 0 is a point of local minima. 0 is a point of local minima. So I have only one point, which is yes. ठीक है? Clear to everyone? चलिए आगे बढ़े. Okay. Yes. Now I am having a question from roots. roots. So there is an application of Rolle's theorem for finding roots of some equation, and my equation should be derived equation. Yes, now by using the Rolle's theorem we can find out roots of derived equation. Yes or no? है ना? So वही concept हमें यहाँ पर use करना है. See, how many roots of the equation this how many roots of the equation this are positive. We need to find the here positive roots of the given equation. See, so first of all, observe your equation carefully. See, x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 4. मतलब x minus 3 is missing. So here x minus 4 is missing. Here x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4. That means x minus 1 is missing. X minus 1, x minus 3, x minus 4. That means x minus 2 is missing. Yes. So I can say this equation is nothing but derived equation of some equation. Yes or no? So if I take a function f of x, clearly x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 and x minus 4. Then f dash x is equal to 0 is my given equation. सही बात है ना? Yes. ठीक है. If you take derivative of this function, if you take the derivative of this function, you will have 4 terms now. You will have 4 terms, sum of 4 terms. ठीक है? Yes. So now I want to find root of this equation. We want to find roots of this derived equation. So we can use the Rolle's theorem. So here clearly the function f is continuous and differentiable on R. This function it's a 4th degree polynomial ना, 4th degree polynomial, so it is everywhere continuous and differentiable. Yes, चलिए okay ठीक है. So continuity differentiability तो clear हो चुकी. Also I have f at 1, f at 2, f at 3 and f at 4. Same value at 0. So here I can apply Rolle's theorem. On the interval 0 in the interval 1 to 2, in the interval 2 to 3, in the interval 3 to 4, ठीक है, और on the interval 1 to 4. ठीक है, चलो. अनिकेत, वेरी नाइस बेटा, वेरी नाइस. चलो ठीक है ना. I can take interval 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4 and 4, 1 like. ठीक है, I can apply. Okay, Rolle's theorem I can apply. ठीक है, because function is continuous and differentiable on R, so this is going to be continuous and differentiable in each of the intervals, and also at the boundary point function taking the same value as 0. So Rolle's theorem is applicable on each interval. Yes, na? Rolle's theorem is applicable on each interval because all the 3 conditions are fulfilled in every interval. ठीक है जी, चलिए ओके. So according to Rolle's theorem, there exists a point, say alpha, belonging to 1 to 2, such that f dash at alpha is equal to 0. ठीक है, मतलब इस इक्वेशन का एक रूट मिल जा रहा है. One root of this equation lies between 1 and 2. So there exists one root. There exists beta belonging to 2 and 3, such that f dash at beta is equal to 0. ठीक है, so there exists a gamma belonging to 2 to 3, such that f dash at gamma is equal to 0. And if you are taking this also, so you can consider there exists a point delta belonging to 1 to 4, such that f dash at delta is equal to 0. ठीक है, करेक्ट है. चलिए ओके. Now look at it here. Look at here. F dash is this, correct na? And f dash is what? Cubic equation. It is a cubic equation na? So it will have at most 3 roots. It will have at most 3 roots. So if you are taking delta between 1 to 4, if you are taking delta between 1 to 4, so delta is going to be 1 of alpha, beta and gamma. 1 से 4 के बीच में हमने लिया है ना, sorry 3 to 4. Delta can be any between 1 to 4 ना, मतलब इन तीनों इंटरवल्स में से कुछ रहेगा. So your delta can be any between any among alpha, beta and gamma. So it is useless. It is useless. Correct? Huh? So this equation has exactly 3 positive roots. One root between 1 and 2, another root between 2 and 3, and the last root between 3 and 4. So the C option is correct. Clear है? किसी को कोई भी doubt है, then please you can ask your doubt. Quickly respond कीजिए please. Clear है, man? That means no doubt. ठीक है? चलिए, okay. So if you have a questions related to roots, ठीक है, then you can apply Rolle's theorem. Otherwise mean value theorem और graphical approach we already have, है ना? Graphical approach भी हमारे पास है, mean value theorem, intermediate value property we have, and the Rolle's theorem also we have. But for the Rolle's theorem, my equation should be derived equation. By using the Rolle's theorem, I can find out roots of derived equation. ये restriction है Rolle's theorem के लिए. ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़े. तो ये it was important question, तो ध्यान देना. चलिए quickly आंसर दो मुझे इस क्वेश्चन का. आंसर मी फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन क्विकली, फटाफट से. इजी क्वेश्चन है ये, तो फटाफट से आंसर दीजिए इस क्वेश्चन का. On which of the following functions Rolle's theorem is applicable? You need to satisfy all the 3 conditions. Continuity, differentiability, and the value of function at the boundary point should be same. This much time you guys are taking. Shivani, Aniket, Pratiksha, Panshu. I am talking about Rolle's theorem is applicable, beta. Rolle's theorem applicable. Rolle's theorem की 3 conditions है ना? There are 3 conditions of Rolle's theorem. If I am applying Rolle's theorem on the closed interval AB, then function f should be continuous on the closed interval AB. Function should be differentiable on the open interval AB, and at the boundary points, that is f at A and f at B, the value of function should be same. If these 3 conditions are fulfilled, then Rolle's theorem is applicable. Manoj Karthik saying A and D. Sorry, B and D. C. So clearly A option is not correct, although it is continuous but not differentiable at x is equal to 0. So that means not differentiable in the open interval -1 to 1. So Rolle's theorem not applicable. If you are talking for the B, talking about the B option, so no doubt function is continuous between 1 and 3. This function is continuous, है ना? But if you take the derivative, so derivative is what? 2 by 3 x minus 2 to the power 2 by 3 minus का 1. The thing is 2 by 3 1 upon x minus 2 to the power 1 by 3. Correct है? So clearly f dash not exist at x is equal to 2. Yes or no भाई? डिफरेंशियबिलिटी कहाँ हो रही है यहाँ पर? बताया तो था मैंने आप लोगों को. You can check the differentiability by taking direct derivative. इफ योर डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट ऑन द एंटायर इंटरवल ऑन द रेस्पेक्टिव इंटरवल, जिसमें आपको देखना है, इफ द डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट ऑन द रेस्पेक्टिव इंटरवल, रेस्पेक्टिव ओपन इंटरवल, देन यू विल से योर फंक्शन इज डिफरेंशिएबल. नाउ यहाँ पर देखो डेरिवेटिव क्या मिल रहा है, 2/3 टाइम x माइनस 2 टू द पावर 2/3 माइनस का 1, दैट मीन्स माइनस का 1/3, दैट मीन्स 1 upon x minus 2 to the power 1/3. Then clearly the first derivative not exist at x equal to 2, and x is equal to 2 lies in this open interval, lies in this open interval. So this will implies f not differentiable in the open interval. 1 2 3, yes or no भाई? Correct है? Correct है. So this will implies Rolle's theorem not applicable. So B is also not true. If you are looking for the C, so look at here. Domain is 0 to pi. Then clearly at the point pi, my function is pi by 2, f not continuous. F not continuous at x is equal to pi by 2, because function taking value infinity at pi by 2. So Rolle's theorem not applicable. So the only D option is remaining. So this is going to be correct. D going to be correct. Without loss of generality, you can pick the D option. D would be correct. Okay? You guys can easily check. D going to be correct. So such kind of problem already appeared हो चुकी है जैम में, so आ सकती है ये ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स. चलिए आगे चले. So the next question is this. Next question is this. Okay. The condition for which the equation, this equation has at least one root in 0 to 1. किस तरीके से सॉल्व करोगे? We can apply here Rolle's theorem. Yes or no? We can apply here Rolle's theorem, ना? Okay, तो पूछा क्या गया है? The condition for which the equation this has at least one root in the interval 0 to 1. So I'll need to take closed interval 0 to 1, and I need to apply Rolle's theorem on some function on this interval. तो वो फंक्शन कहाँ से मिलेगा? वो इस इक्वेशन का क्या होगा, मतलब ये उसका डिराइव रहेगा. मतलब इफ आई टेक द फंक्शन एफ ऑफ एक्स, इसको इंटीग्रेट अगर मैंने कर दिया तो आई विल हैव एक्स क्यूब प्लस 2a एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स. करेक्ट ना? देन क्लियरली से सी पुट कर दो यहाँ पर, छोड़ो, keep it as it is, keep it as it is. If I'll take this, ठीक है, so clearly f dash x क्या देगा यहाँ से? 3x square plus 4ax plus b. So this is going to be the derived equation ना, ये derived equation हो गई. Now ये फंक्शन मैंने कंसिडर किया और इस इंटरवल पे मैं रोल्स थ्योरम अप्लाई करूँ. क्लियरली फंक्शन इज कॉन्टिन्यूअस एंड डिफरेंशिएबल. So 0 पर फंक्शन टेकिंग वैल्यू 0, and at the 1 function taking value 1 plus twice a plus b. So this should be 0. If it is 0, then Rolle's theorem is applicable. If it is 0, then Rolle's theorem is applicable. So this will imply there exists a point alpha belonging to 0 to 1 such that f dash at alpha will give you 0. मतलब इस इक्वेशन का एटलीस्ट एक रूट मिल जाएगा. सो कंडीशन आ जा रही है 1 plus 2a plus b is equal to 0. यस प्रतीक्षा, यस अनिकेत बेटा. तो हमारा आंसर यहाँ पर हो जाएगा बी करेक्ट. आया समझ में? Any doubt, anyone? चलिए तो आगे बढ़ते फिर. This is a question. ठीक है. So this question is different from our syllabus, like, but based on the usual theory, नॉर्मल थ्योरी से रिलेट कर रहा है. ठीक है, एकदम नॉर्मल है. If the line joining these 2 points ठीक है, you can find out the equation of line joining these 2 points. Yes, we know how to find equation of a line passing through 2 points. Yes, now we know it. Okay, and the given thing is this line is a tangent to this curve. Tangent to this curve. ठीक है, supposed equation of this, supposed graph of this curve is like this. ठीक है, ये तो हो गया मेरा कर्व y is equal to c upon x plus 1. सपोज, ठीक है, एंड ये जो भी लाइन आएगी l, वो इस पर टेंजेंट रहेगी किसी पॉइंट पर, किसी ना किसी पॉइंट पर तो टेंजेंट रहेगी. सपोज इट आई एम कंसिडरिंग दिस इज अ टेंजेंट एट द पॉइंट अल्फा कोमा बीटा. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टू फाइंड आउट द इक्वेशन ऑफ द लाइन सी और एल. सो लाइन पासिंग थ्रू 2 पॉइंट्स क्या रहती है? लाइन पासिंग थ्रू द पॉइंट x1 कोमा y1 एंड x2 कोमा y2. क्या होती है इक्वेशन ऑफ द लाइन? y माइनस y1 इज इक्वल टू y2 माइनस y1 अपॉन, नहीं बेटा निकेत, ए तो नहीं होगा आई गेस. let me find actually I don't know the answer actually. let me do x2 minus x1 time x minus x1, यही होती है. so now you have first point is this, another point is this, मतलब ये मिल जा रहा है और हमें ये मिल जा रहा है. so quickly find out y minus y1 that is 3, y2 x2 and x minus 0. so I am having here y minus 3 is equal to minus का 1x, the thing is x plus y is equal to 3. ठीक है, it is the equation of line and the given thing is ये L मिल गया हमें and this line is what? tangent to this curve. ठीक है, तो suppose it, consider किया, suppose it this is a tangent at the point, so I am considering let L is a tangent to the curve y is equal to c upon x plus 1 at the point, भाई किसी ना किसी पॉइंट पे तो टच करेगा ना, से अल्फा कोमा बीटा. so the point, this point alpha comma beta will lies on your line as well as will lie on your curve. so I'll have alpha plus beta is equal to 3 from the line and beta is equal to c upon alpha plus 1 from the curve. I am calling it 1 and I am calling it 2. ठीक है, okay. Now we'll use the condition of tangency. Okay. So we know if I'll take the derivative of this curve, if I'll take the derivative of this curve and find the value of derivative at the point alpha comma beta, then this will give me what? This will give me what? Slope of the tangent. Correct? Slope of the tangent. And यहाँ से clearly हमें पता है y is equal to mx plus c. I can write this equation as slope is nothing but this ना, ये slope ही तो देता है, it is nothing but slope ना, it is nothing but slope. so slope is what? minus का 1. so m equal to minus 1. so slope of tangent is minus 1 and we know if I'll take derivative at the point alpha comma beta, so this will give me what? slope, correct ना, and it is nothing but minus 1. slope of the tangent which is equal to minus 1. चलिए, so quickly यहाँ पर find कर लो भाई derivative. यहाँ से डेरिवेटिव क्या जाएगा? if I take the derivative, so m dash is nothing but minus c divided by x plus 1 to the whole square. ठीक है, so I'll have here minus का c upon alpha plus 1 to the whole square is equal to minus का 1. correct है ना भाई? here I'll put x is equal to alpha only. the thing is c is equal to alpha plus 1 to the whole square. I am calling it 3. so I have 3 equations and I just need to find the value of c. ठीक है जी, जो फटाफट से देखते हैं यहाँ से मुझे कुछ मिलेगा क्या? टू से क्या मिल जाएगा? बीटा इक्वल टू सी का वैल्यू पुट कर देती हूँ, अल्फा प्लस 1 टू द होल स्क्वायर अपॉन अल्फा प्लस 1. सो 1 अल्फा प्लस 1 टू 1 अल्फा प्लस 1 कोस कैंसिल और बीटा इक्वल टू अल्फा प्लस 1. ठीक है जी, नाउ बाय 1 इज व्हाट? अल्फा प्लस बीटा इज इक्वल टू 3. ठीक है, सो अल्फा प्लस बीटा, इंस्टेड ऑफ बीटा आई एम पुटिंग दिस वैल्यू is equal to 3, that is twice alpha is equal to 2, so alpha is equal to 1. as my alpha is 1 then beta is equal to 2. सो जो पॉइंट था ना जिसपे टेंजेंट लाई कर रही थी वो पॉइंट रहेगा 1,2. सो यहाँ से c इज इक्वल टू क्या मिल जा रहा है, c इज इक्वल टू 4. ठीक है, अल्फा का वैल्यू 1 पुट कर दिया तो सो यस, सो द वैल्यू ऑफ c इज 4. ठीक है, इट इज बेस्ड ऑन आवर यूजुअल थ्योरी. क्लियर? चलिए तो फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. लेट्स मूव टू दिस क्वेश्चन नाउ. रीड द क्वेश्चन देन. Let f be a differentiable function on R. Let f be a differentiable function on R. ठीक है, मतलब everywhere function is differentiable. That means this is going to be continuous also. So clearly given function is continuous as well as differentiable on everywhere on R. ठीक है. Such that f at -2 is 24, f at 6 is 56, and f at 8 is 40. ठीक है. Then the value of lambda for which the equation f dash is equal to lambda has at least one solution. Has at least one solution. Okay. So look, as function is differentiable with the three conditions, so you guys can compute a quadratic function, है ना, जिस तरीके से अभी हम लोगों ने earlier we have done such problem, है ना, we have constructed a function ना जो कि तीन कंडीशन को सेटिस्फाइड कर रहा है. So we can do by that also. हम ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. और f dash x is equal to lambda. So we need to find the value of lambda such that this equation has at least one root. ठीक है, lambda. तो see, if you are having f dash x is equal to 0, suppose देखो f dash x is equal to 0, if your lambda is 0, so I am having a derived equation, है ना, तो हमें किस पे जाना होगा, रोल्स थ्योरम पर. But if you are having some derivative equal to a constant, say non-zero constant, so then we can think on mean value theorem, because mean value theorem saying if your function defined on a closed interval and function is continuous as well as differentiable, then there exists a point C between A and B such that f dash at C is equal to what, f at B minus f at A upon B minus A, and this will give you a non-zero constant ना, this will give you a non-zero constant, मतलब derivative equal to a non-zero number, because if derivative equal to 0, ये 0 कब होगा, whenever f at A and f at B are same, means we are talking about Rolle's theorem, we are talking about Rolle's theorem. But अगर first derivative not equal to 0 अगर कोई number आता है, then we can think on mean value theorem. Are you agree with me or not? फटाफट से बताइए, थोड़ा सा समझना है हमें. If f dash equal to 0, Rolle's theorem. If f dash not equal to 0, मतलब नॉन जीरो कोई भी नंबर ऐसे आ रहा है, then we can think on mean value theorem. We can think on mean value theorem. चलिए, चलिए जी, ओके. So see, the values of functions given है, so I can think on mean value theorem on the interval -2 to 6 and then 6 to 8. ठीक है, -2 to 6, then 6 to 8 and -2 to 8. I can apply mean value theorem on these intervals because I know the value of function at these boundary points. The mean value theorem we required value of function at the boundary point ना, boundary point पर function की value क्या है वो हमें required होती है. ठीक है, okay. Function is given continuous and differentiable everywhere on R, then clearly function going to be continuous and differentiable in this interval, this and this. Continuous plus differentiable. So we can talk about mean value theorem, Lagrange mean value theorem. चलिए, so there exists a point say C1 belonging to interval -2 to 6 such that f dash at C1 will equal to f at 6 minus f at minus 2 upon 6 minus का 2. Okay, so f at 6 is what? 56 minus f at minus 2 is what? 24 upon minus will become plus 8. Okay, so what I'm having here, that is 4. So I am having here f dash at C1 is equal to 4. So this implies equation f dash x is equal to 4 has a solution in the interval minus 2 to 6. ठीक है, so this equation has a solution. तो यहाँ पर lambda equal to क्या आ जा रहा है? We are having lambda equal to 4. So one possible value of lambda is 4, for which this equation having at least one solution in this interval. Clear है? So the lambda's possible value can be 4. ठीक है, चलिए. Okay. Next, there exists a point C2 between 6 to 8 such that next interval 6 to 8 ही था ना? हाँ जी. Such that f dash at C2 will be equal to f at 8 minus f at 6 upon 8 minus 6. So f at 8 is 40. So 40 minus 56 upon 2 is 40. Yes, 40 minus 56 upon 2. So I'm having here minus of 16 upon 8. That is minus ka 8. So the thing is I'm having f dash at C2 is equal to minus 8. So the next possible value of lambda is what? Minus ka 8. Because f dash x equal to minus 8 has a solution in the interval 6 to 8. So next possible value of lambda is minus 8. B option is correct. So next, there exists a point C3 belonging to minus 2 to 8 such that f dash at C3 equal to f at 8 minus f at minus 2 upon 8 minus का 2. So f at 8 क्या given है 40 minus f at minus 2 is 24 upon 10. So I'm having here 16 by 10, that is 8 by 5. So next possible value of lambda is 8 by 5. Wait, 8 by 2 आ रहा है. Yes, 8 by 5 है, बट यहाँ पर दिया हुआ 8 by 2, तो ये पॉसिबल नहीं है और ये वाला भी फिर हम लोग नहीं बात कर सकते. So I have two possible values of lambda. Clear है? Anyone, any doubt? बताइए. आगे बढ़े. चलिए. ओके. Next question. Okay, this is quite tricky. Not tricky, but easy है. Okay, चलिए. Okay. So let's understand the question now quickly, फटाफट से. If f of x is a thrice differentiable function, ठीक है, f of x is thrice differentiable function. So let me make a correction. It is not the second derivative because it is a third derivative. Thrice differentiable है तो there are some corrections. यहाँ पर ये second derivative ही है. It is third derivative x minus 2 is equal to 0. ठीक है, and it is also third derivative of x minus 2 is equal to 0. See. तो क्या दिया हुआ है? If f of x is a thrice differentiable function, ठीक है, thrice differentiable function मतलब third derivative exist कर रहा है, such that f dash x is equal to this, for x is equal to minus 1, 0 and 1. this going to be satisfied. The given thing is this going to be satisfied, this equation going to be satisfied when x equal to -1, 0 or 1. Okay, that is if I am considering a function g, I can consider, because the given thing is what? F dash at -1 is equal to, you put here -1, x equal to -1 अगर मैंने put किया यहाँ पर, so this will give you 3 basically, 0 put किया, getting my point ना? So ये equation satisfied हो रही है इन तीनों points के लिए. So if I am considering a new function g as f dash x minus x square plus x minus 1, then the given thing is g at -1 is equal to 0, g at 0 equal to 0 and g at 1 is equal to 0. Okay, these things are given here. Okay. Now the given क्या पूछा, which of the following is or are correct? So read the options carefully. Aniket answering B and C. Very nice Aniket, very nice beta, very nice. प्रतीक्षा B and D तो नहीं होगा बेटा. चलो do this question quickly. हाँ easy क्वेश्चन है. तो पूछा गया यहाँ पर f double dash minus 2x plus 1 is 1 1 and it is not 1 1, and f triple dash x minus 2 equal to 0 has at least one root and has no root. चलिए तो बेटा यहाँ पर देखो, फटाफट से देखो, ये न्यू फंक्शन जी कंसीडर किया गया है. f is thrice differentiable, मतलब f function is continuous, f dash भी continuous है, f double dash भी continuous है. So this function is continuous as well as this is continuous. So my function g is continuous and g is differentiable also because f dash differentiable given है thrice time. So this g function continuous as well as differentiable on everywhere on R. तो अगर मैंने 3 इंटरवल ले लिया -1 to 0, 0 to 1 or maybe -1 to 1. So this g function going to be continuous as well as differentiable, continuous as well as differentiable on each of the interval. ठीक है. And also देखो g at -1 is equal to g at 0. यहाँ पर g at 0 is equal to g at 1 and यहाँ पर भी g at -1 is equal to g at 1. So I can talk about Rolle's theorem on each of the interval. हर एक इंटरवल पे मैं रोल्स थ्योरम की बात कर सकती हूँ. तो यहाँ पर इंप्लाई हो जा रहा है, यहाँ से there exists a point alpha in the interval -1 to 0 such that g dash at alpha is equal to 0. ठीक है. g dash, so यहाँ से g dash क्या जा रहा है, g dash is nothing but f double dash x minus of twice x plus 1. ठीक है. That is f double dash at alpha minus twice of alpha plus 1 is equal to 0. ठीक है जी भाई. And similarly यहाँ से there exists a point से beta in the interval 0 to 1 such that f double dash at beta minus of twice beta plus 1 is equal to 0. Right? G dash at beta equal to 0 means this is 0. Correct है. Now look at it here. यहाँ पर देखो इक्वेशन, कौन सी इक्वेशन की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग? We are talking about the equation f double dash x minus 2x plus 1. मतलब function की, we are talking about a function. We are talking about a function which is nothing but g dash function. Which is nothing but g dash function. ठीक है? This is a function. Now look at here. Alpha lies between -1 and 0 and beta lies between 0 to 1. That means alpha and beta both are different. Alpha and beta both are different. But this g dash function, that means this expression having the same value 0. Having the same value 0 at alpha and beta. अल्फा बीटा दो अलग अलग पॉइंट है जिस पर ये g dash फंक्शन मतलब ये जो है सेम वैल्यू रख रहा है. सो क्लियरली दिस इज नॉट 1 to 1. दिस इज नॉट 1 to 1. आ गया समझ में? डिफरेंट पॉइंट है अल्फा एंड बीटा जिनकी इमेजेस सेम है, 0 इमेज आ रही है. तो क्लियरली फंक्शन क्या आ गया? नॉट 1 to 1 हो गया. चलिए अब थ्राइस डेरिवेटिव की मैं बात करती हूँ. अब एक सेकंड रुक जाइए यहाँ पर. नाउ वी आर हैविंग g dash at alpha is equal to g dash at beta is equal to 0. ठीक है जी. ओके. एंड अल्फा इज लेस देन बीटा, बीटा इज लेस देन 1, अल्फा इज लेस देन माइनस का 1. सो नाउ आई कैन थिंक ऑन Rolle's theorem again in the interval alpha beta on the function g dash x, on the function g dash x, which is nothing but f double dash x minus का twice x plus 1, f double dash x minus twice x plus 1. क्यों कर सकती हूँ रोल्स थ्योरम की बात? क्योंकि इस इंटरवल के बाउंड्री पॉइंट पर इस फंक्शन की वैल्यू क्या आ रही है? सेम आ रही है. तो इस पर नाउ आई एम अप्लाइंग रोल्स थ्योरम. So according to Rolle's theorem, there exists a point delta between alpha and beta such that g double dash at delta will be 0. The thing is, if you are taking derivative of this g dash, so derivative of g dash will be what? G double dash, which is f triple dash minus 2. So I am having here f triple dash at delta minus 2 is equal to 0. So yes, this equation having a root between minus 1 and 1. Yes. So has at least one root in this. Yes, C option is correct. And जहां तक मुझे याद है इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन जहां पर हम लोगों ने फर्स्ट यस हम लोगों ने किया हुआ है ये प्रॉब्लम, ऐसा प्रॉब्लम जहां पर हम लोगों ने सेकेंड डेरिवेटिव डिराइव्ड इक्वेशन के रूट्स निकाले थे, वहां पर आई थिंक यस हम लोगों ने रोल्स थ्योरम एंड मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम दोनों का यूज किया था. तो हम लोग मिक्स एंड मैच यूज कर सकते हैं रोल्स एज वेल एज मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम. आया समझ में? क्विकली आंसर कीजिए यस और नो. So Aniket answered me correctly B and C. And प्रतीक्षा बेटा यहाँ पर B and C होगा, B and D नहीं होगा. Any doubt anyone? ठीक है. सो ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर जब कभी भी हमें इक्वेशन के रूट्स वगैरह कुछ बताने हैं तो हम लोग रोल्स थ्योरम एंड मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम पर भी जा सकते हैं. ठीक है, चलिए तो फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. दिस क्वेश्चन आई थिंक यू गाइस कैन डू. If the function this defined on the closed interval 1 2 3 satisfies Rolle's theorem for c equal to this point. ठीक है, तो this function is satisfy Rolle's theorem. That means f at 1 and f at 3 are same and f dash at c, this c is equal to 0. So दो कंडीशन मिल जाएगी and you can easily find out the values of a and b. ठीक है, so I think you guys can do this question. So do it by yourself. ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So the next problem is this. Consider the function this. Then which of the following is or are true? I guess this question ये वाला भी आप कर सकते हो. Okay. फटाफट से देखो इस क्वेश्चन को. कर सकते हो इस क्वेश्चन को? I was talking about basically this question. इससे प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस आप सॉल्व कर सकते हो, इजी है, सारे क्वेश्चंस इजी है, आप कर सकते हो ये. ठीक है, I was talking about this question. फटाफट से देखो इस क्वेश्चन को. Read the question quickly. Read the question quickly. F of x be a continuous function defined on the closed interval 1 2 3. So function defined on a closed interval and function is continuous. So if you have a function which is defined on a closed interval and function is continuous, intermediate value property. Intermediate value property always. चलिए नेक्स्ट आ रहा है. If f of x takes rational values for all x. जिनेश ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने काफी क्वेश्चंस लिए हैं बेटा. ठीक है, ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने क्लास में भी काफी क्वेश्चंस किए हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम लोगों ने नहीं किए हैं. चलिए f of x be a continuous function defined on the closed interval 1 2 3. ठीक है, तो हम लोग यहाँ पर इंटरमीडिएट वैल्यू प्रॉपर्टी पर जाएंगे. फिर देखो आगे बोला गया है if f of x takes rational value for all x those are belonging to interval 1 2 3. for all x ना मतलब for all x belonging to 1 2 3. given thing is f of x take the rational value मतलब f of x belonging to always set of rational number. ये दिया हुआ है ना, If f of x takes the rational values for all x, of course, for all x belonging to closed interval 1, 2, 3, and there is a correction. It is not x. There is a correction. It is f at 2 is equal to 10. Okay. The function defined on a closed interval 1, 2, 3, and it is continuous. So we can think on intermediate value property. Okay. And यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है for all x belonging to 1, 2, 3. Function takes rational value. Function takes rational value means for all x this implies this. Okay. Next, again given है f at 2 is equal to 10. Then we need to find f at 1.5 is equal to what? Now look, as I am talking about intermediate value property. Okay. So there are two cases. First case, I can take f at 1 not is equal to f at 3. f at 1 not equal to f at 3. Intermediate value property तो पता ही है ना, f defined on a closed interval, function is continuous, and at the end point of the interval function takes different value not equal. तो intermediate value property बोलती है f takes every value between f at 1 and f at 3. They are not equal. If they are not equal, then f takes every value between f at 1 and f at 3 by intermediate value property. Now, f at 1 and f at 3 are both rational, and by the denseness property, there are infinitely many rational and irrational numbers between two rational number f at 1 and f at 3. f at 1 and f at 3 are rational ना, because ये दिया हुआ है. ठीक है. So f at 1 and f at 3, between two rational number f at 1 and f at 3, there are infinitely many irrational number also. And intermediate value property saying function will take every value between these two rational number. That means function takes irrational values also. समझ में आया ना? So this will implies f takes irrational values also, which is a contradiction, which is not possible. Which is not possible, because given thing is function takes only rational values. So it is not possible. Okay. So the case first is not true. Case first not possible. Case first not possible, to take the case second, that is f at 1 is equal to f at 3. f at 1 equal to f at 3 and function takes the rational value, and f at 2 is equal to 10. Okay. So it is only possible because function, given thing is what? Function takes the rational value also. Sorry, function takes only rational values. केवल rational values ही ले रहा है और function पूरा का पूरा continuous भी है. तो अभी केस सेकंड में बता दे रहा है दोनों वैल्यू सेम है और 2 पर वैल्यू 10 आ रही है, तो ये इंप्लाई कर देगा f must be a constant function. f must be a constant function, that is f of x is nothing but 10. केवल यही एक पॉसिबिलिटी है. This is the only possibility. ठीक है. So this will implies f at 1.5 is nothing but 10. तो आंसर आ जाएगा हमारा 10. क्लियर और नॉट क्लियर भाई फटाफट से आंसर दो. क्वेश्चन सॉल्यूशन इज क्लियर और नॉट क्लियर, फटाफट से आंसर दो. सिंपल इंटरमीडिएट वैल्यू प्रॉपर्टी और क्या है. ठीक है. चलिए ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन सी. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दिस. f defined from 0, 1 to 0, 1 be a continuous function. ठीक है. Then for some c belonging to 0 to 1, which of the following is or are true? f at c equal to c f at c equal to c not possible, f at c equal to 1 minus c, f at c equal to 1 minus c not possible. ठीक है. So whenever you have such problem, then how will you solve? How will you solve? Always construct a new function. Say I am considering new function g of x is equal to f of x minus x. See यहाँ से क्या आएगा? f at c minus c equal to 0. यहाँ से क्या आएगा? f at c plus c minus 1 is equal to 0. ठीक है. So always construct a new. इसके रेस्पेक्ट में आई एम कंसिडरिंग g as f of x minus x. f is continuous, x function is always continuous, so this will implies g is continuous in the interval 0 to 1. g is a function defined on a closed interval. G is a function defined on a closed interval and continuous. So I can think on intermediate value property. Now next, take the value of g at the boundary point. f at g at g 0 क्या आएगा? f at 0 minus 0, that is f at 0. g at 1 will be what? f at 1 minus का 1. See, f is a function from 0 1 to 0 1. ठीक है. So it is clear that f of x is greater than equal to 0 and f of x is what? Less than equal to 1. ठीक है. So f at 0 is what? Greater than equal to 0 and f at 1 is what? Always, मतलब like functions value always 1 से छोटी है ना, तो ये वैल्यू 1 से छोटी है, तो ये क्या होगा? लेस देन इक्वल टू 0. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट और नॉट? f at 1 cannot be greater than 1. f at 1 cannot be greater than 1. It is either 1 or less than 1. So this is always less than 0. So now g is a function defined on a closed interval and at the both the endpoints function taking different value, positive as well as negative, opposite sign. That is g at 0 and g at 1 is less than equal to 0. ठीक है. So corollary of intermediate value property, there exists a point c between 0 to 1 such that g at c is equal to 0, that is f at c minus c is equal to 0, that is f at c is equal to c. So it is possible, that is A option is correct. A option is correct. Clear? So this is how you can prove the C option also. This is how you can prove the C option also. So do it by yourself. Do it by yourself. So it is a trick whenever you have such problems. ठीक है. सच ऑप्शंस हमारे पास किसी भी क्वेश्चंस में आएगा तो हमें इजी मेथड से सॉल्व करना होगा. वी हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट ए न्यू फंक्शन. ठीक है. देन वी कैन अप्लाई आइदर इंटरमीडिएट वैल्यू प्रॉपर्टी और कोरोलरी ऑफ इंटरमीडिएट वैल्यू प्रॉपर्टी. इट इज ए using here corollary of intermediate value property. ठीक है. So do this option C by yourself. This is going to be correct. Clear? या फिर किसी को डाउट है कोई? फटाफट से आंसर दो भाई. आंसर मी क्विकली. क्लियर टू एवरीवन? चलिए ओके. ठीक है फिर. और ये क्वेश्चन तो बहुत इजी है. यू गाइस कैन डू दिस क्वेश्चन आल्सो बाय योरसेल्फ. Function is continuous, defined on a closed interval. So we can easily find out the range. The range is always, if you have a function defined on a closed interval and in continuous, तो रेंज देखा था ना हमने. रेंज क्या होता है? रेंज ऑफ एफ इज नथिंग बट ए क्लोज इंटरवल जिसका फर्स्ट पॉइंट रहेगा मिनिमम ऑफ एफ एंड सेकंड पॉइंट रहेगा मैक्सिमम ऑफ एफ. ठीक है. मिनिमम दैट इज लीस्ट वैल्यू, मैक्सिमम दैट मीन्स ग्रेटेस्ट वैल्यू. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी माई रेंज. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी माई रेंज. ठीक है. नाउ कौन सा ऑप्शन करेक्ट रहेगा? एंड f at a is less than f at b, तो f at a comma f at b, this will always contained in the range. Yes or no? आंसर मैंने ही बता दिया. Yes or no? ठीक है. So which option would be correct here? D option would be correct. चलिए ओके. ठीक है. So let's wind up today's class right now then.